Here ibuprofen 200 mg tablets. 200 mg tablets, 1 to 2 tablets daily have to take for 4 to 6 hours while symptoms persist. Okay. Here the daily limit for ibuprofen is 1200 mg. 1200 mg. Okay. 1200 mg. This is an ibuprofen. And here coming to the aspirin, regular strength for 325 mg tablets. Okay. Ibuprofen is the daily dose 1200 mg. Coming to aspirin, I want to explain the administration of NSAIDs. What is the aspirin doses? Here coming to aspirin, 325 mg tablet is available. 325 mg tablet is available. For here it produces the regular strength for 325 mg tablets. 1 to 2 tablets we have to take every 4 hours. Every 4 hours or 3 tablets every 6 hours. Here 1 to 2 tablets every 4 hours. Okay. Every 4 hours or 3 tablets. 3 tablets for every 6 hours. I can repeat again. This aspirin regular strength is for 25 mg and here coming to 1 to 2 tablets every 4 hours or 3 tablets every 6 hours. This is a daily limit for aspirin is the daily limit. Actually the daily limit of aspirin is 4000 mg. This is a daily limit. 4000 mg is the daily limit for aspirin. Coming to the naproxen sodium. Coming to naproxen. Here coming to naproxen sodium. What is the daily limit here? The daily limit of naproxen is 660 mg. Coming to it is available as a 220 mg. 220 mg. Here 1 to 2 tablets. 1 to 2 tablets every 8 to 12 hours. 1 to 2 tablets for every 8 to 12 hours. This is the administration of the naproxen sodium. I can repeat again. This naproxen sodium is available as a 220 mg tablets and 1 to 2 tablets for every 8 to 12 hours. And here coming to the daily limit of naproxen is 660 mg. Topical NSAIDs are also available. Diclofenac sodium like 1.5% topical. 1.5% topical solution forms. Here the diclofenac hydroxyl ethyl pyrrolidine. Actually these diclofenac hydroxyethyl pyrrolidine, because it is available as a 1.3% patch. Okay, 1.3% patch, and diclofenac gel is available as 1%. Okay, they are actually this is a topical NSAIDs. I am telling about the topical NSAIDs are also available as a diclofenac sodium 1.5% topical solution form. Okay, the diclofenac hydroxyethyl pyrrolidine, it is also available 1.3% patch. Okay, and coming to diclofenac sodium gel 1%. These are topical NSAID solution forms. Actually coming to their most useful, treating for pain due to soft tissues. Okay. due to at what? Soft tissues. The topical NSAIDs are most useful to treating pain due to soft tissue, maybe injuries, soft tissue injuries. Soft tissues injuries mainly, and in some osteoarthritis also. Osteoarthritis. These topical NSAIDs are most useful for treating the pain in soft tissues injuries and in osteoarthritis also. Some specific NSAIDs can also be administered parenterally also. Parenterally also. Because parenterally means, for example, ibuprofen is available given in a 30 minutes infusion. Okay, this ibuprofen is available as a parenterally. I am telling about parenterally route. This ibuprofen is available and given as 30 minutes in the infusion, because for example I am saying this can be used as a non-opioid analgesic to manage what here? Pain, fever. These ibuprofen basically reduce the fever and pain, because nothing but it is a analgesic. Okay, non-opioid analgesic. Basically this ibuprofen is non-opioid. Analgesic. This ibuprofen is non-opioid analgesic to manage pain and reduce the fever also. We have to see the basically in some trials have shown that using the ibuprofen intravenously also. Intravenously, the ibuprofen and some morphine in some cases, the post-operative cases, in some adult patients can lower the total use of morphine, maybe for treating pyrexia, because and it is an the initial doses for this is 400 mg. This is the initial dose for what? These are total use of morphine. Okay, for treating pyrexia, this is the initial dose. 400 mg is the initial dose, and then 400 or 100 to 200 mg for every 4 to 6 hours as needed, as the particular patient who needed. Okay, for treatment of pain, 400 to 800 mg for every 6 hours or needed. Okay, for every 6 hours or very needed. It is a recommended dose regimen. Okay, this is a recommended dose regimen. Coming to ketorolac. Coming to this ketorolac. This ketorolac, actually it is also available for parenteral administration. This drug is also available in some parenteral administration. This is about the